All right, good Saturday morning. Fox News meteorologist Matt Barentine. Of course, we are tracking here as Ida makes its way off Cuba and now back into the Gulf of Mexico, starting to see itself reorganize once again here on that 3D imagery. You can see it blowing up, looking like a big donut there as it heads into the southern part of the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, we got watches and warnings up, tropical storm watches for most of our area, and then we start the tropical storm warnings for the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and then we got hurricane warnings here for the Louisiana coastline as Ida approaches late tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon. There's the latest. These are the latest numbers. We'll have another update at 7 a.m. They'll have another one coming up at 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. one's going to be the more important one because that'll have a new forecast path or track. Winds of 80 miles per hour moving to the northwest at 16. So still making that northwest movement. And this is the critical thing, especially for us. This has not changed. The forecast track, the forecast cone still looks just like it did yesterday. We are looking at a southeast or south central Louisiana landfall. You can see the outer edges of the cone go to about Grand Isle, Louisiana, back on over towards Vermilion Bay, Louisiana. So that keeps the center part of the track out of our area. So we're looking at most likely fringe effects of this, but fringe effects of a 140 mile per hour system, not good either way. So we're going to be dealing with a lot here the next couple of days. And keep in mind, you know, there is a cone and there's a cone for a reason. If it sneaks over a little bit more to the east and takes more of this kind of a track, that will increase our impacts as well. Of course, it could do the other thing and sneak a little bit off to the west of this side, and that would lower our impacts if it did that. So a lot to watch out for the next few days. Here's some of those first outer bands that are showing up on the radars here. Boy, there's some heavy rain in those bands. So let's take a look at the FUTURECAST of what we could expect. Here's noontime day. I want to point this out. There will be some rain and storms here around the area today. Good chance of rain for your Saturday, 70–80% chance. You're going to run into some rain. They won't be directly from the storm, but kind of indirectly related to just the overall circulation of this thing. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, look at that, just growing into a monster. This is a semi rolling downhill with no brakes. This is going to be a big nasty storm. All the conditions out here are absolutely, unfortunately, perfect for tropical development. So this thing is going to blow up into that classic buzzsaw look of a major hurricane. Here's what it looks like by midnight tonight. Continues to work its way closer to the coastline. Of course, that's southeast Louisiana. And then watch on Sunday as it heads for landfall. You'll start seeing some of these big outer bands rolling through our area here as well. So once again, we don't anticipate getting the center part of the storm in our area, but we are going to be getting some real impacts from this because this is a big system. There's going to be a lot of rain wrapping in, and we're on the wet side of it. One way or the other, we're getting some of these big bands through during the day on Sunday. Torrential rainfall for us during the day on Sunday. This is a high-resolution model making a landfall not too far after lunchtime. Now, some of the other models are a little bit later in the afternoon, and even that's important. The exact timing, even a few hours longer over this absolutely rocket fuel warm water will make the storm even stronger. So the earlier it comes in the day on Sunday, it's likely going to be a better deal, but one way or the other, we anticipate this being a very powerful storm. And then we don't just get out of this once it makes landfall, but that's another thing we need to make key for folks because it's going to continue raining well after that, even on through most of the day Monday. As it pulls away, we'll continue to get rain bands flowing on through here. We won't get the 12 inches of rain like they'll get over here in central Louisiana, but 4, 5, 6 inches of rain is possible in parts of our area as this storm pulls to the north and it keeps dragging moisture through here during the day, especially on us. Of course, through the day on Sunday, but also through the day on Monday, even early on into Tuesday, there's that possibility. So storms likely here as we go through the day, especially in the afternoon. And then as we go into Sunday, it's going to be heavy rain. We're going to get a storm surge of 3 to 5 feet around Dauphin Island and Mobile Bay. So we could see some issues from that as well. Isolated tornadoes, whenever you're on the right-hand side of a system like this, you have the chance of tornadoes. And then, of course, Monday, we're not done with it. We'll have torrential rainfall through the day on Monday, even as it's pulling away into northern Louisiana and Mississippi. Will continue to have rain bands working their way through here. So a lot to deal with for the next few days. Stay tuned to Fox 10. We'll be taking you through every step of the way.